Social Security increases versus Social Security cuts. Trump gets burned by touching Social Security. Meanwhile, President Biden is saying that he wants to make big changes to Social Security. Is it too late for Biden? And did Trump make a mistake talking about cutting Social Security? In this video, I'm going to go over the exact plans for Trump and Biden when it comes to Social Security, their track record, what they plan on doing for the future, and give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. And this video is sponsored by my company, YSense. If you or anyone you know is looking to increase your credit score, I got my details down in the description below. So Trump gets burned after touching on Social Security. So one of the big political no-nos is to talk about Social Security, especially using the word cutting in the sentence of Social Security. Now, to be fair, he said this, a lot you can do in terms of entitlements, in terms of cutting. So that is the clip that everyone is saying that Trump is going to cut Social Security. To be fair, it's a very vague statement, and it was clarified later by his team saying that they were going to cut the administration, not cut benefits. So that's a big clarification there. So when it comes to the waste in the Social Security Administration, I think a lot of people can agree. Also, when it comes to Trump, he doesn't really follow the political rules. A lot of the political rules are saying don't talk about Social Security unless you're talking about helping it. Trump kind of just does what he wants. Like him or not, he was straightforward and honest there. Never said anything about cutting benefits, though. When it turned to President Biden, so Joe Biden wants to make big changes to Social Security. Will Americans support what he wants to do? My first reaction to this, I rarely give my opinion. I like to just show the facts. My first reaction is Biden had 4 years to do something about Social Security, and now he's talking about how he wants to make big changes. There was Biden's 4-point plan, which was going to change Social Security, increase benefits, increased payments, $200 per month. I just find it very disappointing that he's waiting until an election year, excuse me, to talk about Social Security again. The only time President Biden has spoken about Social Security is just saying that he doesn't want it cut and that he's going to protect it. Meanwhile, the promise of $200 per month, as well as the saying that he was going to have this 4-point plan and reform Social Security, it never happened. Those were promises made on his campaign and promises not kept. So I think those are two important things to keep in mind when it comes to Biden and Trump. But how do their policies compare in 2024? So Trump versus Biden, where 2024 presidential candidates stand on Social Security and Medicare. So I'm going to go through each of their stances on Social Security, get some clarification, what you can expect, because it looks like we're having a rematch between Biden and Trump. Are you okay with that? Did you want new blood coming into the mix? Or are you happy with a Trump versus Biden rematch? Let me know down in the comments below what we know about Trump's stance on Social Security. So in interviews during his campaign, Trump has generally rejected the idea of changes to Social Security, which he has said would hurt senior citizens. So, however, that statement I was just saying, he said this, there is a lot you can do in terms of entitlements, in terms of cutting, and in terms of also the theft and bad management of entitlements. Trump did not elaborate on the potential change he had in mind. Then President Biden responded on X saying, "Not on my watch." It's not the first time Trump has suggested cuts to Social Security. In 2020, Trump proposed a budget as president that included an estimated $71 billion in cuts to the program, with changes some advocates feared would make it more difficult to stay on disability benefits. Also, in 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Trump suggested a payroll tax cut aimed at putting more money in workers' paychecks. However, such a policy would reduce the tax income Social Security and Medicare rely on. In recent interviews, Trump has mostly rejected the idea of changing Social Security, saying, "You don't have to touch Social Security," he said during a Fox News town hall. And so that's where Trump is on Social Security. Now, moving on to Biden. How Biden aims to strengthen Social Security. During the State of the Union on this past Thursday, President Biden promised to protect both Social Security and Medicare cuts, saying, if anyone here tries to cut Social Security or Medicare or raise the retirement age, I will stop them. Make the wealthy pay their fair share through the additional payroll taxes on people earning more than $400,000. And then on this past Monday, Biden reaffirmed his commitment with the release of a fiscal year 2025 budget proposal that states no benefit cuts. The president opposes policies that cuts benefits as well as proposals to privatize Social Security. Instead, the budget calls for extending the solvency of both Social Security and Medicare by requiring income workers to pay taxes toward the program on more of their income. Biden calls for improving Social Security benefits as well as supplemental security income benefits for seniors and people with disabilities, particularly those with low income. The president also proposes increased funding for Social Security Administration with the goal of increasing access to benefits. That includes $15.4 billion for the agency's operations, an almost 9% increase from its fiscal year 2023 funding level. Now, with that said, I don't know if throwing money at the problem for the Social Security Administration is the solution. If the SSA, Social Security Administration, is such a big, bulky, bureaucratic system, more money being thrown into it may not make it more efficient. You may have to cut out the waste of the administration, the SSA, in order for it to be more efficient and to have better processes, update technology. I'm not sure if $15.4 billion to the SSA is going to solve the problem. Anyways, that's my opinion. Now, with that said, between President Biden, former President Trump, a lot of talk, no action on both sides. When Trump was president, nothing was done for Social Security. When Biden was president, these almost 4 years, nothing was done about Social Security. So it seems that it's just talk on both sides, which is very disappointing. And I'm laughing because it seems like everyone's just talking about Social Security. No one's doing anything about it. No action. There are bills introduced, no bills voted on. There are plans proposed, no plans with action behind it. So it's very disappointing. I'm actually very disappointed with both Biden and Trump for not taking action. They both had about 3 to 4 years in presidency to do something about Social Security, and I think it's just a little too late to try to make big changes now for both of them. Anyways, that's my opinion. What are your thoughts on the Social Security between Trump and Biden? Let me know down in the comments below, and that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Bye. And hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. That's just my sister clip, but now we're doing my clip. So what I'm talking about now is to you, like when someone's hurt, you should definitely help them, because that if it's like really bad, then you should actually help them. Like I helped a couple of my friends and they loved it. So that's what I want to say for today. Bye. Bye.
If you want to see which senator just said that Trump and Biden would enforce Social Security cuts, you're not going to want to miss this video right up here, as this senator is saying that both Trump and Biden would enforce Social Security cuts. You're not going to want to miss that video, so click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.